It's a perfect situation.
Hello, this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead. When this goes out tomorrow, it'll be the last Monday of April, so that's why I'm doing the garden tour. It appears very early. This is my little greenhouse. I'm storing a lot of seedlings in here because it gets the most sunlight. Let me go in. I have some spring onions and normal onions from seed, so they need going in the ground next week. This lobelia, not much. Tomatoes, and peppers, and a few things down there. My first early potatoes are doing really well, very well, so I'm quite pleased with them, but they've been in the greenhouse, so it's warm for them. Today, overcast and rainy. It's only got to a maximum of 18 in here, but going well. The peas that I planted out here about a month ago, they're coming on slowly. I've taken the fleece off because they were getting the stems knocked around by it because of all the wind we've been having. 2 out of the 3 palette colours I've done nothing with, but I've just seen some weeds at the back and you pull them out. This palette colour has got broccoli, Calabrese broccoli, that I planted a few days ago, so they're just coming on slowly. At the same time, I planted out some cabbage, and again they're slow. All down there looks like peas, but they're actually sweet peas. And then this was under fleece a month ago. The potatoes have all come through. I lost some of the radishes and the beetroot that I put in, and the turnips, but we'll assess it as we're going. I might have to put the fleece back on because we might be having some more frost. I've put another Calabrese broccoli in there because my Jerusalem artichokes are doing nothing at the moment. Those are the Hearst green shaft that I'm growing for seed for next year. My coriander and parsley doing brilliant. Coming down onto the lower section, all of this is planted up with onions, some from sets, some from seed, and there's onion sets back there that I only put in the other week, so they're doing well. There's a little bare patch, that's where I'll be putting a lot of the onions that I've got in seed trays, and any spaces, any gaps, I will fill up. This is a medium-sized greenhouse, and as I told you, it's going to be full of peas, peas and more peas, which it is. And although they were planted, the seeds were sown shortly after those that are now outdoors. These peas were planted in the ground after those outdoors, so it shows what a difference a greenhouse is making. Some strawberry plants that I bought the other week, put in these troughs, and they're putting on new growth. So that's going to be strawberries, I think. Oh yes, I've got one starting. Yay! Got a flower coming out. I've got a load of lettuce seeds, seedling plants, so I put them in here. Mizuna going strong, but I've got spinach and lolo beyonde, and they're going well. I thought rather than staying in the seed trays, they might as well come out on the ground here. Big greenhouse, more seedlings, and these are spring onions and flower seedlings there. And in this border, I've been picking from it. I've lost some things from it, but that's how it is at the moment. This, I have tried to protect them from slugs, and I'm getting quite a few radishes and mitsuna again, and there's some lettuce plants in here for a few months. My apple tree is only just coming into its leaves, and you can just see where the buds, the flower blooms are going to come through, and so I think it's got a couple of weeks behind. The growing season is a couple of weeks late starting, but underneath it, that rhubarb that I moved is coming on well, so I think I will be picking some of it this year. My red currant bush doing well, even though it's had its really good cutback. And I put those compost bags, I put them down here, so it's going to help with weed control until I decide what I'm doing here. I think I have, but we'll see. The garage has now been painted. That long piece of perspex we put there because it's a big piece, don't know what I'd use it for, but we use it to slide in and out, and it makes a gate, stops Mason coming into the main garden if I don't want him out here. This bed I brought online, which I've grown in before, lined it with cardboard, and I put some broad bean plants in, and they're doing really well. Apart from one or two I noticed are munched, but they're doing really well. I went to the shop the other week and we got these first early potatoes, which were normally £4, which is a good price, and I've not grown this variety before, but they were reduced to £2. So I thought, I'm having them, and they're all in those pots. I brought this area of ground back online. There's a couple of pots at the back, and they've got me main crop potatoes in. Me garlic compost bin is there. Yeah, there's a lot of bindweed that's come up over the past couple of weeks, so I've got to get in there and sort that out. But I've also planted some main crop potatoes in the ground, and they should come up through the black plastic that is down. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. But there's nothing much to show you, but this is how it sounds at the end of April. Thank you. Bye.
It's a perfect situation.